Yep.
Okay. We're here with Steve Wilhelm. He was June's Athlete of the Month. I always have to think about that because it was like the end of July. June's Athlete of the Month. We had to catch him a little bit before the end of the month because he's about to go into a really busy season with fair, and we'll catch a little bit about him and why that's his busy season. So we won't spin for the Athlete of the Month, but don't worry, I'll tag that on the end before I put this out. Okay, so let's just start with you tend to come in the morning unless it's summer.
Right.
So just in case someone hasn't ran across paths with you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I have been an agriculture teacher for 25 years, all at Urbana High School. I'm the FFA advisor. That's typically why I come in the morning, because I'm a teacher. So I come at 5 a.m., and then in the summers, usually either 5 a.m. or 9 a.m. Very seldom do I come in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So ag teacher. So you're about to go into fair season. Is that really busy season for you?
Yes, not only because of my job, but also my own kids have plenty of projects that they do. We have cattle and chickens and sheep at the time right now, and it's very busy right now.
How many kids? What are their ages?
So my oldest is Sam. He's 18. He's graduating and heading off to Michigan State here in about a month. And my youngest is Matthew. He's going to be 14 in October. He actually goes to Global STEM Academy and is in FFA down there now, and he'll be going into 8th grade.
Cool. Very cool. Okay, so tell us, people may not realize this, but I think this is going to be a good story, how long you've been a member at Long Road. So tell us about your first experience coming in the door. What was that like? So
that was over at the Kroger Plaza, and the first workout I can really remember was Karen. And if I remember right, is that 150 wall balls?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a mile run before it and a mile run after. And I just remember the mile run after. I went to go out the door and I could barely get out the door. I did finish it, but it was not pretty.
Karen was one of my first workouts. Now, it didn't have the mile before and the mile after. That sounds like a weird form of torture that Nate came up with. but it was, Karen was definitely in the first week. Like you said, it's like first one that I remember.
It was in the first week for sure. Yeah. Yep.
So Kroger Plaza, so that would have been pre-2017. Do you remember when it was? What year was it?
I don't know if I can remember that.
Yeah.
My wife might remember. Yeah. She's the one that bought me the membership. So.
Really?
Yeah, that was my birthday gift.
Oh, that's awesome. And you just had a birthday.
Yes, and
so it was summer.
She claims that that's my birthday gift every year now.
Oh. Chrissy, getting off the hook.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So has she ever come with you?
Just on occasion. She's on a Saturdays. I'd say the boys probably come with me more than she does now. Especially my youngest, Matthew. I think he's going to. He doesn't do any organized sports, so he just does marching band now and does karate. So I think he will be very interested when he gets in high school about coming and joining.
Yeah, I think that that makes me think of Michael Nannerone. He wanted to come when he stopped soccer because he was like, we don't play any sports anymore. Mm-hmm. Now I would argue marching band, if done well, is very physical.
Yes, Matthew actually is coming back from band camp today, and he came back a couple nights so he could work on his animals. And he said that the marching is very demanding when you're doing it for so long and in the heat.
Yeah. So Urbana, he's in Urbana's band?
Yes.
What does he play?
Trumpet.
I thought so. Okay.
In fact, we might see him here in a little bit because I think Mr. Sapp's going to drop him off here.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Okay, so that was your first experience was Karen wall balls. Mm-hmm. What keeps you coming back all these years? Because now it's 8 years later, maybe.
I don't know. There's been some ups and downs. When I first started, obviously, I was coming all the time. And really up until COVID, I was coming all the time. And then after that, then it kind of went to that 5 a.m. And I went to the 5 a.m. and I was only coming 3 times a week at the most. But here in the past year, then that's when I decided I need to commit and get to the gym. Once you started that other 5 a.m. CrossFit class on Tuesday and Thursdays, that made it a lot easier for me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But Yeah, I don't know what keeps me coming back. I just do.
Yeah. You're like,
Yep.
oh, I got to move.
I very seldom look at the workouts beforehand either.
It's a pro tip.
Yeah.
Just don't ever
Just
look
don't
at
do it.
Phil's nodding his head. Yeah, don't. He asks me in the car ride on the way there.
Oh.
And then he cusses me the next 5 minutes. Awesome. So one kind of fun question. What is your favorite movement or workout? Not Karen, with a mile before, a mile after.
No, that was definitely not it. I was going to say wall balls are one of my worst. I despise that. I like rowing, and I've become accustomed to the bike. So workouts with body weight and dumbbells, maybe I prefer those more than the barbells, I guess.
Well, it's that like boot camp.
I am a boot camp person for the most part, so
At heart,
except
yeah.
for in the summer.
Yeah.
So, and when I first started, it's kind of weird. When I first started, I was coming in the afternoons, but then once Sam hit junior high and high school, the schedule just completely changed, and I just didn't have time in the afternoons. I didn't have time to do
You're
it.
in that season of life where like
Yeah.
you're Uber driver.
Yep. I had to change to the 5 a.m. There was no, I would never make it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. All right. Any tips for someone starting out and they're, coming in for their first time? What would you tell them?
I'll put it this way. You don't have to be RX to make improvements. Get to know the members. I probably waited too long to do that, I guess, I would assume. And also just keep coming. Just keep showing up. If you need to, I kind of do this in financial stuff too. Find an accountability partner, and then that'll keep you coming.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe, and my wife is mine actually, because she's like, Steve, we're paying for this membership. Get to the gym.
Yeah. Well, and that's so interesting too, because like the reason we discount like second family members so much, and we've been told not to, but we're like, people will stay if their spouse is there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if they're doing this thing together.
Because I've noticed that too. A lot of couples do.
Yes. But it's so cool that like she's like, hey, it may not be my thing, but it is your thing, and I want you to do it. And she's still your accountability buddy, even if she's not there. That's really cool. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's been great. Thank you.
So that's Steve. That's June. July, we're going to have hopefully a special announcement for Athlete of the Month, and I'll do some announcements for that as well. So if you see Steve around, give him a big congratulations. If you see him at the fair, give him a bottle of water, and have a good month. Okay, so that is July. We got a great interview with Steve. Actually, that interview happened like a week and a half ago, but we had a good time having coffee together. Katie and I have spent the last week in Albany, New York at the games. I'm specifically told I cannot put her in the shot, but she did something. There she is. But she did something really cool for the Athlete of the Month. So she helped me draw it in the hotel room, and then helped me collect a surprise, which is at the end of this video. So real quick though, some August announcements. You already know it is the social media challenge. So if any day that you are on the social medias for less than an hour, you are going to mark it completed in push press. The most completes in all of the days in August is going to be our winner for the August challenge. Now that being said, that person should be ready to verify your hours via like an app in your phone. So if you're an Apple user, that's like your screen time, but most phones have that. So we'll make sure that we verify that it's accurate. So that's social media challenge. Along that same theme, we're going into a new cycle. It is back to school season, and so we are getting back to basics. So you'll notice that our cycle for the next 2 weeks, the workout names are A, B, C, D, E. Next week will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a quick little 2-week cycle. We're going to be getting back to some simpler movements like ring rows and push-ups to a barbell, and trying to move with virtuosity, and not always reaching for the RX movements when our skill movements could be dialed in a little bit more. So I'm really excited about this little mini cycle. It also kind of reflects classic CrossFit, like live in a world of couplets and triplets. So I think it'll be a really fun little mini cycle. And then we'll go into some Olympic lifting. So real quick, some dates. August 18th is the next kids session. That's probably the most important date for August. Please, please, please get the kids registered ASAP because it sells out, and I don't like when members' kids can't get in. So please make sure you get your kids registered. The back to school session last year was the only one that truly had a wait list that we didn't get kids into. We actually turned kids away. So make sure you get your kids registered. The other thing is this Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the brewery, there is a meeting for the ladies trip. So if you plan to go on the ladies trip, you have to be there. We are like picking the location. We're going through a construction zone. We're picking the location and all the things. So make sure that you are there. After that, we go into the Masters Games is happening in Columbus the weekend of August 21st through the 24th. I definitely plan to be there, like those are my age groupers. So if anyone else wants to make a fun weekend out of that, let me know. We can definitely carpool, get a group together. Maybe I'll do dinner together one night. I might also be able to get some free tickets to that. So definitely let me know if you plan on going. There are some volunteers who offered their tickets up to us long roaders, knowing that we were local. So I'm happy to try to get those. The week after that, on August 27th, the foundation has a monthly meeting at the brewery at 7 p.m. So if you've ever thought about joining the foundation and what we do, we just, we've been doing the euchre tournaments. We just voted on some transportation scholarships for Urbana students. We're getting ready to get into our busy season with the Thankful Throwdown and the Thanksgiving families and families on the Christmas tree, on the giving tree. So if any of that, if you ever, you want to volunteer, you want to work with a nonprofit and give back a little bit, the Long Road Foundation is a great way to do that. And we're always looking for help and volunteers and even board members. So if that's something that interests you, come to the meeting on the 27th or seek out a board member. You've got Darla, Craig, Amy Domer, John Schiffer. Those are all board members. Or me, Nate, and Crystal. We're, I forget the term, statutory agents. We're non-voting members. So you can also seek us out too. So that is August, getting back into the school year, getting back into the routine, getting back to the basics. And without further ado, we have some special guests announcing our July Committed Club winner. And here they are. Go.
The July Long Road CrossFit Committed Club winner is Nolan Grimm.
July Long Road CrossFit Committed Club winner is... Oh, you gotta do better than that.
Let's try one more time. One more take. Okay. Okay.
The July Long Road CrossFit Committed Club winner is...
Yep.
Nolan Grimm.
Perfect.
All right. This month. July Long Road CrossFit Committed Club winner is Nolan Grimm.
Congratulations, Nolan. You're gonna be pumped. Yo, yes.
July Long Road CrossFit Committed Club winner is Nolan Grimm.
Oh my gosh, yes.